boys started getting hot on the bus. He's dropping like flies right now. People getting hot. They're like, yo, I'm committed to the stream, but yo, yeah, sorry guys, I was just talking to my best friend, bro. We're making sure that everything gets set up. We're still waiting for the mic. People are dropping like flies right now. I thought I would have at least 50 people on the bus, but clearly this is enough. All right, we're about to head to B&B in a little bit, but like I said, we got my man Collin behind us. We want to make sure we tap in with him, get his upbringing story, get his origin story about why he created Players TV, how he built the team around him, and then also what's the success moving forward. What does that look like? So I'm excited to get him on stream, to talk business, talk about a lot of personal stuff. Again, softball questions, guys. Softball. Okay, he's at the plate. Softball. All right. But also, I'll be tuning into the chat if you guys want me to ask Collin anything. All right. Blue, what'd you send me? Oh wait. Okay, I got it. Who said?
Cool message from chat.
Oh wow. Kyrie donated a GoFundMe for poor kids in Nigeria. My buddy and I turned that spark into a full-fledged nonprofit that has built 2 schools and is currently building a hospital. Wow. Appreciate you guys, man. That's love. That makes all of this worthwhile. All of the GoFundMe pages that I've donated to, all the people that I've helped philanthropically, it comes from the heart. I want to let you guys know that. I don't feel like you owe me anything. The thank you was enough, you know what I mean? I'm aware of my position. I'm aware of the power that I do have. I'm aware of how I can share resources to help others. So again, this is just a big shout out to you guys. You guys make it easy for me to want to help the world, you know what I mean? It's innate. I already have a big heart. But when I see people furthering the cause and doing more for the mission, it goes a long way, man. It goes a long way. So I'm grateful. Huh? I can't hear you.
I do have a question. This is your driver speaking. Guys, welcome aboard. My name is Desiree, but you can call me Des if you have questions.
Oh, anyway. Take a seat, brother.
Oh, you want to get out? You're leaving? You're not coming back? Hold on. Oh, okay.
You got another mic so I can pass the Collin?
So, I just want to know from whoever's hosting it, if you guys want a guided tour about the history of Las Vegas, or if you prefer your own thing that you guys are doing. So please let me know, because I'll give you guys a guided tour if you want it, but I'm not sure what you intended.
Here, keep it on Collin real quick.
That's 1, 2.
I'm gonna take us where the body is. That's the mob. Take us to the third body. Say it again for me. Take us to the third body. We're gonna go to my camera. Okay. No, I'm joking. But if you take us around that's fine. We're gonna go with this camera now, time. We said when I camera. Sorry. Maybe spit over to the next camera. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect.
All right, guys. So we're gonna make a U-turn out of here. Bear with me. There's a lot of trees around. We're gonna get out of here, and then we're gonna make our way towards Old Vegas first. See Fremont Street Experience. Okay. Have you guys heard about Fremont Street Experience? That's where people get a little more wild than they get on the Strip.
Yeah. Like B-roll?
Fremont Street Experience is our first most historic road where everything in Vegas started, where they have all the older hotels and casinos. Oh wow, there's a lot of trees over here, guys. We're just gonna roll right in the middle of the road so we don't whack anybody. You know, the mobsters, they used to whack people in Las Vegas, so I call the trees mob trees, because they whack us. One time, a tree hit me in the face at 45 miles an hour.
Oh, what?
All right, can we tell her that like for the next 15 minutes? She doesn't have. Yeah. Just take us around. All right, how we doing?
Also, do want to let you guys know if you get overheated, I have cold water for sale on the bus. The cold water for sale on the bus is 3 for $5 or 1 for $2. Thank you guys.
Wow.
All right, Chad. Let's go. How's it sound? Sound good? Somebody's on well, guys. I appreciate you. We got Collin here. Collin, just give a brief introduction. You might want to turn off the music, please.
I mean, the guy told me to leave on the music, and that's a pretty crappy music, so I'll just... Well, I don't have another music. It's either guided tour or quietness.
Quiet. Yeah, just turn it down. Collin, go ahead and give a proper introduction, man. We've been trying to get to it for a while. I appreciate your patience. You've been here with us for like 2 hours?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I appreciate you. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks. First of all, thanks for putting me on the screen. It's awesome to our kids.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. You said the mic not on? Did he fall asleep? Come on, Trav. Lock in, Trav. What's up? Come on, bro. Spam the chat. Lock in, Trav. You can't hear us. So. The bathroom break.
Wait, hey, yeah, check my data pack. Or you want to put it on time?
He said I'm always locked in.
Huh? What's up with the sound? Are our mics good?
Check my data pack.
Okay. Can you switch to Jew camera?
You said my mic not on?
Can you look? Bro. Okay, it's on you. Can you look? What? Look at the. Very good.
It's on?
Yeah.
The battery's cool?
Yeah.
Y'all can hear it? We good? They said it's on now.
We good?
Okay, bet. All right, go ahead, Collin. Go
All right,
ahead.
hey, so Collin Castellaw, co-founder of Players TV. My background, I've got kind of a wild one. I started as a junior high and high school art teacher in a tiny little town in Idaho. And then from there, became a D-list YouTuber, shot mechanics, was an online basketball trainer for a few years, and then got in the media space, and that's how we first connected. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, I'm pumped to be on the stream.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you being here, man. Can you talk about how Players TV came together? I remember when you pitched the idea to me, and I was on a different team then. But now that I have Shatayo on board, have a great team in front of me as well to collaborate with, how is it going?
Yeah, man, it's going great. So Players TV, we're basically co-founded by about 70 plus professional athletes. Kyrie was one of the initial guys who came on board and really saw the vision. And at the end of the day, it's really kind of all about, number one, athletes being able to own their own content, own their own IP, but more importantly, own their own distribution. So,
Yeah.
you know, we kind of saw this budding problem in the ecosystem where all of the, you know, traditional media companies were starting to jump the shark, get into the, you know, this athlete versus that athlete stuff.
Yeah.
And really at the detriment for how athletes could connect with their fans. So we were like, yo, instead, let's cut out the middleman. Let's create a platform that allows athletes to create content, distribute content, and try to change the game.
Yeah. Did you find a lot of people were trying to cut the wind off your sails? Like,
Yeah.
they were trying to, the competition was starting to ramp up their efforts to get in the way?
For sure. I'll never forget, probably really early on, there was an executive of a very well-known streaming network that we went for a potential investment. It was like, hey, we got some athletes on board, and they basically told us, like, this isn't going to work. You guys aren't going to be able to do it. It's not going to happen. So we're like, all right, well, we'll just kind of bootstrap it ourselves and keep it rolling. So yeah, it's interesting because anytime I think you're trying to disrupt an industry in general, there's going to be some headwinds. But that's why it took us, I think it was like 18 months before we even like launched the company from when we first started talking to you guys. So yeah, it's been fun to just kind of try to change the game.
And then how was it getting a lot of the players on board? How were the meetings?
Yeah.
Are all athletes created differently?
A little bit, but I'll tell you what.
It's a good part.
I always say this is the most interesting part about it is you guys are all really good at a lot of other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of mind-blowing, like, you know, the kind of the dumb jock thought that a lot of people
Stereotype,
have.
yeah.
The stereotype. But then you get in a boardroom with them and you're pitching and they're asking you questions about your P&L and your balance sheet and they're asking you about your burn rate and, you know, all the stuff that goes into the business side of the realm. And it was just mind-blowing about how smart they all were, how great the teams are around them. And more importantly, how much they actually kind of care about the product that gets put out. Yeah.
Did you feel like Players TV, in terms of other So we say Players TV being owned by a lot of players. Did you see anything else like that in the marketplace?
No, and that was kind of one of the whole things that we wanted to do was like, so as a co-founder, I own way less equity than your average co-founder, but we knew that like to actually be able to create change in the industry, we need to do it with the power of the group collective. So we always say like, a fist is greater than 5 fingers. So a lot of the guys that came on board early, like you and Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony, you guys are all union guys that understand the power of coming together, and more importantly, kind of like coming together for the power of good, right?
Somebody in the chat said, Coach Collin, what's up?
Hey, Shot Mechanics, like, comment, subscribe, baby.
They said, Coach Collins, that's wild. Saw his videos 10 years ago.
Yes, sir.
All right,
yes, sir.
man, so you got a lot of historians in the chat too.
All right, hey, I got something for you here. Let me pull it up real fast.
Okay.
So here's the Shot Mechanics page. Look at this. How to shoot like Kyrie. 1.2 million views 9 years ago. You helped put me on in a tangential way.
Kyrie, 1.2 million views. You heard?
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Kyrie
we didn't
accidentally
share the
put me
revenue,
on.
We didn't share in the revenue. It was good. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Colin?
No, yeah. So it's been really fun just to kind of build the company, and not only are we the first athlete-owned media company, but we're also now the first athlete fan-owned media company. So we did a fan funding round in 2023, raised $3.2 million from 2,200 fan shareholders, and now we just.
That's incredible.
So I'm breaking a little bit of news, but just a few days ago we launched our second fan funding round. So we're opening it back up to the public to allow them to own a part of the company along with the athletes and the original investors.
So chat, you guys hear that at home. There is a fan-funded, crowdfunded?
Yep,
crowdfunding going on right now. Please be on the lookout, Players TV. Guys, you don't want to miss this opportunity, okay? There are a lot of other examples that we could probably use to compare it, but for us, we don't want to compare ourselves to anyone else. Is that fair to say, Colin?
That's fair to say.
I appreciate
that's fair to say. Hey, playerstv.com/invest will take you to all the information you need to know. It's funny you talk about parallels, right? So my co-founder Duran, who I co-founded the company with, he always likes to think about kind of like the Tidal model, right? So what Jay-Z did with Tidal, where he was like, hey, we have all these record labels, everybody's trying to get a bite of the apple, but what if the artists come together and pool the resources first and essentially kind of like make it the first stop?
Yes.
So we think about it a lot the same way on Players TV, and really, most importantly, how do we keep it organic to the athletes, right? So, instead of an athlete doing a piece of content that they're not super interested in or they're not passionate about, we can do things that they're all, really psyched to do.
Facts. So what do you think about Players TV over the next 5 to 10 years? Where do you see that success being, or what does success look like for you over the next 5 to 10 years? I have my own opinions, but I would love to hear from you.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think our eyes are on IPO at some point. We're building this for the people, by the people, with the athletes. So obviously we're kind of like circling IPO, but right now we're just working on building a solid, sustainable business, and we've done a lot of really cool stuff over the last couple of years to do that. We actually acquired our first company in December of 2024. It was an ad tech company, so now we have our own built-in ad tech. So really the stack that we're trying to build is like tech, IP, and talent. And by the time you kind of stack them all together, we feel like we built something that's not replicated in the market, and it's responding so far.
Nice. This is beautiful. So talk about 11-year-old you. If you had any advice, I've been asking a few of my guests this, but if 11-year-old you, if you had any advice to give him, little kid, little Colin, what would you say?
Man, that's a good question.
You have your mic on you? Okay, it's right there. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I think, most of all, I think it's just hard work wins over and over again. And it doesn't really matter what it is, right? When I got in the teaching game, the harder I worked, the better teacher I was. When I got into the YouTube game, the harder I worked, the faster the channel grew. When I got into the Players TV game, the harder we worked, the faster it grew, and more, kind of like power that we grew up the collective. So, I don't know, it's funny because like a lot of people want to look for shortcuts, and a lot of people want to look for, kind of the easy way, but there really is no easy way, right? It's probably just like training, where it's, it's all about the reps you get over time, compounding and stacking over a course of a long period. So, it's funny because like you can put in a ton of work, and then all of a sudden it can hit the tipping point. And so, a lot of people, I think, quit a little bit too early on. And so I'd say, hey, get past the quit phase. That's always the big.
Get past the quit phase. That's important. That's an important piece of advice.
Yeah.
Would you rather fail a bunch of times, or would you rather get it right one time?
I mean, I don't even know if they're mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's one of those things where you can get partially right. And it's a matter of taking what was right and what was wrong and kind of like mixing them together, right? So sometimes you can have like a complete fail and you got to tear it all down and start from scratch. But even something like Players TV, you know, it took 2 or 3 years for us to really lay the foundation, figure out how to have kind of that scalable business model. And sometimes there's a little pivot here and a little pivot there. So we launched the company like 2 weeks before the pandemic shut down the world. And so obviously as a media company, you got to make a little bit of a pivot. So I think, you know, if you can hit moonshot like right out of the gate, great. But it really doesn't happen that often, right? If you look at like the most successful people in pretty much every industry, they're successful a lot later than you think they probably would be.
Yeah, agreed. So talk about your upbringing though.
Yeah.
What was that like? Or, you know, how is your family involved in Players TV now? Meaning just fans of it. Like, do they give you advice or do they try to tell you how to do your job? Or because I have people trying to tell me how to do my job at times, so I go more for advice. So I come from a very, very supportive family, honestly, like the best parents you could possibly have. And I come from a line of entrepreneurs. My grandfather was an entrepreneur. He sold a seed company. My dad's an entrepreneur. He owns an architectural firm. Okay.
And so, you know, my upbringing was very supportive and very kind of entrepreneurial just in general. I was a massive basketball fan, hoop head. I'm not that talented of a basketball player athletically, just in general. I'm more of a long distance running genetics kind of guy, but just really got bit by the bug early on, and that's what kind of like led me to the coaching game, where it was kind of like I really loved, you know, tinkering in the lab, working on things. How do you optimize jump shot mechanics and all that sort of good stuff? So I was a massive fan. Reggie Miller was my first favorite player ever, and so as a shooter, you know, had to get into that mold.
Shout out to Reggie Miller.
Yeah, shouts to Reggie, the absolute GOAT.
It's debatable, but it's okay. If that's his GOAT, that's fine. If that's Reggie's his GOAT, that's fine.
He's got to be my GOAT for shooting. I was growing up on it.
Nah, Reggie's great, man. Shout out to Reg. He gave a lot to the culture, man, and to see his career, you know, play out the way it did as a young player, it was cool.
Yeah, it was. So a little fun fact too. So I got an art degree in college. One of my assignments, I had to make like a bust of somebody or something. I had to make a face. So I made a face of Reggie Miller and made it all out of pennies.
Oh, wow.
And it looked terrible. It didn't look anything like him, but it was cool. It was a fun tribute nonetheless.
Oh, man, that's amazing. That was amazing to hear, bro. Did you feel like Players TV activating during Summer League? Do you like what's new or what's next for Players TV during Summer League?
Yeah, so
do you open up that cap table to some of the young players that didn't get a chance to get in, or is NIL in your future as well? What does that look like?
Yeah,
if we're not having too much, you could tell me to come.
We're looking at NIL a little bit. You know, I think we want to stay as true as possible to the professional realm. With that being said, you know, the young generation is next up, and it's kind of fun because guys like you have paved the way in content, right? You're doing a 24-hour stream right now.
Yes, sir.
And you know, the newer generation, they grew up on content. They grew up making content. They grew up shooting stuff on phones with their friends and everything. So we definitely have a robust strategy for that, I would say, and still kind of that everybody eats model, making sure that we have enough room for everybody to get in who wants to get in, and you know, kind of continue creating cool stuff.
I like that, man. I like that. I like the sound of that. You guys, shout out to Collin, man. Hopping on stream, talking about the business. This is legendary, man.
Thank you.
This is legendary, brother. Do you feel like athletes in the ownership space, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship, do you feel like there is this, if you're not in it long enough, then you're not able to be a part of it?
Yeah, and
it could just be for other genres too, but I feel like if you're a hooper and you're trying to get into other things, there is that natural comment that comes to feed, like, well, why aren't you in the gym?
Yeah.
Like, well, why aren't you working on your game? Well, why aren't you, you know, in the gyms? And like, why are you normal?
Yeah.
That type of shit.
Well, what kind of drives me nuts about that whole kind of argument conversation anyways is like, physically.
There's a couple getting married on the right.
Hey, there's a couple getting married out here. Hey! Congrats! Woo!
Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo. I'm praying that it lasts.
Hey!
Real shit. I'm praying that it lasts.
Yeah! Going the distance. Oh, goodness. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So, so from a physical standpoint, there's no possible way to train all day anyways.
Yeah.
So, like, other than that, what are you supposed to do? Like, sit around twiddling your thumbs or whatnot?
That's the expectation.
But like what for? Because like Steve the accountant, he likes to go play pickup with his buddies on the weekend. He likes to go fishing. He likes to do all this other stuff. So like, why, just because you guys are incredible athletes, means that you can't enjoy other passions, interests, hobbies? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
And that's really one of the kind of like things that we're built out of, more than an athlete, you know?
Okay. Do you also, this is probably like my last two questions, right? How do you feel that entrepreneurs that are in the media space, how can they collab more?
Yeah.
Like if this is just everybody's in the sandbox, equally sharing, right? Obviously there's gonna be competition there, but I'm saying, how do we collab better? Like how can I collab better moving forward with my content?
That's a great question. I think overall, it's really about eyeballs, right? So media more or less is just about attention. And so a lot of people kind of make it like me versus you.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like, well, every eyeball that I might bring somebody else is an eyeball that could be taken away from me or whatever it is. And really we found it doesn't work like that. We call it like eyeballs everywhere. 360-degree distribution.
Yeah.
So like the more you can collaborate, the more you can come together, the more you can do, social media collabs, the more you can do distribution collabs. A lot of people don't realize licensing content and syndication is a huge side of the business. So like, hey, if you got a show or a piece of content, there's no reason that you can't, take somebody like Players TV and distribute it across the world in a bunch of different places, right? Monetize that same thing instead of once by throwing it up on YouTube and giving, Daddy Google a bunch of money. You can monetize it 7, 8, 9, 10 different ways.
That's a fact.
If you got the distribution network.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact, brother. That's a fact. I feel like this model is disruptive. My personality has majority been disruptive in terms of how I like to go about my business ventures. I like to be with people that are going to stand on their own square, stand on their own 10 toes, and really enjoy what they do and be passionate about what they do. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
I'm too.
Yes, sir.
So I got one more tease for you. We can't show the actual video on stream because it's like that, that down low.
Yep.
And that top secret. But so this is a piece of new technology that we're getting to roll out. So this is your Life of Kai series. You might need to hold it up to your ear.
Oh my gosh, I see it. That is crazy.
Global. So we'll get you tapped. We'll get you tapped in.
Hey yo, Tron. Wait until y'all see what he just showed me, y'all. We talking about, oh my gosh, we talking about something crazy. That is crazy.
We're about to change the game all over the entire globe.
Yo,
Let's
that's
get it.
legendary,
Let's get it.
bro. Wow. Yo, W's Collin in the chat, you guys.
Hey.
W Collins in the chat, y'all. Bro, wow. Man, I love y'all, man. Wow, that's incredible. Somebody already said what it was, but it's like...
They're on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They said, this is Kyrie talking in. I was like, oh, shit.
Microphones are too good.
Nah, but we appreciate you, Collin, bro. Thank you, man. If you want to give up the mic to anybody else, you good. If you want to hold on to it just to still talk,
all right.
You're more than welcome to still converse with me, brother.
Cool. If anybody wants to jump on,
you rocking with us, man.
Have it.
No, there's no more plans, bro. I'm
the closer?
No.
Hey, okay.
Whoa. See, he said he's the closer. Yeah,
you said there's nobody else. I'm the closer.
Oh, man, probably for the next, what time is it? For the next 5 hours, I think we'll have maybe 1 or 2 more guests on. Yeah. But we have Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
We're going to get very competitive there.
Got to.
Is everybody ready to compete at Dave & Buster's? Okay. Do y'all want to go a little bit earlier so y'all can get in some air conditioning? What y'all want to do? No? Or we can't get Dave & Buster's earlier? Huh? What time can we get it? 9:30? Man, all right. That's fine.
All right, guys, so I do want to prepare you guys, if you are able to hear me, when we turn left, it's a good time for everybody to have their cameras out or ready, because when we turn left, we're going to go underneath the Fremont Street Experience canopy, which is a huge LED screen covered by a canopy, the second largest LED screen in the world.
Oh, wow.
They play music videos and light shows on the screen every hour on the hour at nighttime.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people down there, guys, and it's a lot of really good photos you can get. So we're going to go under there in just a moment.
Yeah, watch yourself down there, champ. Wow, man, this is amazing. Appreciate you, Collin.
Hey, appreciate you having me out. This is
What's
great.
this?
Can I see that mic again?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, wait, that's your mic.
Yeah, this is my mic. Yeah.
That's we good. Okay, cool. Turn it off for now. We're not going to use it. Yes, sir, we good.
Which one? I'm not usable.
All right, cool.
Okay, so they said this is the Fremont LED screen right here.
The street we're approaching is where Las Vegas first began, where we had our first hotel, first road, first everything in Las Vegas. All right, everybody get those cameras ready. Look to your right, look to your left. This is our fabulous Fremont Street experience, our very first, most historic road in Las Vegas, where everything here started and now where everyone parties. Come down here if you guys want to save some money and save your walking distance.
Oh wait, I might have to come back. Yeah, cheers to you, brother. Stay safe out here in Vegas. Stay safe.
What a wildlife.
Golden Nugget. I've never heard of these hotels, so. Oh my gosh, she's whipping. She's whipping right now.
This don't play.
That Dez don't play. Oh, what's that?
You guys let me know when you want me to talk to you guys again, and I'll tell you all of the cool things that are around here.
Yep, let's talk. Let's talk.
All right,
I'm wondering if I could get out and start interviewing people.
For joining me.
Yo, I'm on stream, yo. Don't say nothing crazy.
Downtown, the area we're in right now is where Vegas first began. Fremont was our first road, and all the hotels and casinos you see around this area were some of our very first casinos. The first one was called the Hotel Nevada. Now it's called the Golden Gate. The hotel behind us is called the Golden Nugget. They have the world's largest piece of gold on display there. It's the size of a 62-pound baby. They also have a swimming pool with sharks in it. If you want to swim with sharks in a swimming pool, they have that at the Golden Nugget. There's a clear water slide that goes through the shark tank, so that could be a lot of fun. They also have here on Fremont Street, if you go left on this next corner, there's a restaurant down there called the Heart Attack Grill. I don't even know where to start telling people about the Heart Attack Grill, because this place, I'm pretty sure they're really trying to cause heart attacks. They dress you up like you're a hospital patient in a hospital gown. And all the servers that serve you are women, all women dressed as nurses. So you're being served by a nurse in your hospital gown as a patient, and you only get to choose from these really big, greasy hamburgers and fries. Burgers with up to 8 patties on them. They call them double, triple, quadruple bypass burgers and flatliner fries. But I don't recommend you get the largest burger, because if you don't finish all your food, they will punish you. And they make you sign a waiver, a piece of paper that says you agree to being punished if you don't eat all your food. What's the punishment? When the nurse lady that serves you, she takes you to the middle of the restaurant in your gown. In front of everyone, she makes you hold on to a red railing in the middle of the room. And
So we should go back.
With a paddle as hard as she
We
can.
should go back early and then
They don't go easy.
go out again?
Nurse ladies hit
Yeah.
people really hard.
All right, cool.
So I'm just telling you, beware.
So we can end this joint in like 40 minutes? We go end this joint in like 50 minutes, 40 minutes?
Building, the Federal Homeland Security. And on the left is the federal courthouse.
I said, can we end this in like 40, 50 minutes?
Congeniality
Yeah.
2. Sandra Bullock was filmed tripping over the stairs. Here on the left.
Yeah, that's fine.
On the
I gotta get
right
something to eat,
here
man.
is
I'm
our
hungry,
very
chat.
first school that
Goodness.
opened in Las Vegas in
Goodness,
1935.
man. How many more hours we got left, y'all?
Officer of historical places. We call
It's
it
7:19.
Historic Fifth Street School.
We started at 12. We started at 12, so
in the 30s.
12, bruh. 12, bruh. Appreciate you.
Say a few more hours. He's gonna say a few.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm done counting, bro. I'm done counting. I'm not counting anymore. I'm not counting anymore. Gosh, bro.
All right, guys. If you look to your left, you'll see some wedding.
Somebody
chapels coming up.
said, what freaky restaurant Shorty talking about?
In Graceland, like we did before, if we see someone getting married on the bus, I love to scream
Hey, yo.
as loud as we can.
Yo, bro. What the
There's also
Yo, shout out to Ray for the 25 gifted, y'all.
Called Pawn Stars.
Shout out to Ray for the 25 gifted, bro. I appreciate you, Brody.
from
Real
his
talk,
channel
man. I
Pawn
appreciate you,
Stars.
bro. That's love, man.
Rick Harrison is in the show. Chum
Shout out to
Lee,
Ray.
Old man.
Tell him to come over to
Harrison,
Anta.
who passed away a couple years
Tell Ray
ago.
to come over to Anta, bro.
Say rest in
Stop
peace,
messing
Old man
around.
Harrison, but if you guys wondered where
Stop messing
that
around and come
show
over to Anta,
is
bro.
filmed, Pawn Stars.
W Ray, y'all. Tell him to come over to Anta, man.
Right past this next
Huh?
green line.
Yeah, I told Ray, come over to Anta, bro. Stop, bro. You keep doing that. Come on, man.
There's a bright
Oh, yeah, I'm really calling out all the AMP right now and Clover Boys, but it's cool. Congrats!
All right, there's Pawn Stars.
Congrats!
On the left, guys.
I hope it lasts.
World famous gold and silver.
I really need to
pawn
get
shots
not
from
just
Pawn
AMP and
Stars.
Clover Boys, but I got to get
And
them in
it's
the
also
Antas, man. I know they got their deals. I know they're super famous now. I know there's big streamers. You know what I mean? But I got to get them in the gear, you guys. Just to make sure I show love, man. They show a lot of love, bro. Shout out to AMP and Clover Boys.
Give you a ghost town wedding. But if you're big fans of ghosts and the paranormal, there's a place downtown called the Haunted Museum. The Haunted Museum is owned by a person on TV called Zach Baggins, who does ghost adventures. On the left, if you look across the street to your left, you can see the building. It looks like a haunted mansion. It has these pointy rooftops. It's way across the street over there. And they also make you sign a waiver. If anything paranormal, cursed, or...
I guess everything in Vegas comes with a waiver.
Causes you health issues, they don't want to hear about it. They don't want you to ask them for a refund. So they're making you sign a waiver that it's all your fault you went in there. You can see a photo on the right of an advertisement for that place. It says, "Come play with us," and it has a creepy haunted doll on it. They say if you look at the haunted doll in the eyes for too long, you get a nosebleed or a bad headache. That's why they make you sign a waiver. But don't worry, guys. I'm sure you'll be okay. I've only seen the ambulance parked in front of the building.